Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2, and I'm back again with another movie review. Last night I watched the second part of Spies of Warsaw, and I admit the only real reason I was watching it was due to David Tennant. And had he not been involved with this particular production, I don't think I would have even given it a second glance, even though I am a World War II buff. Now granted, the story itself was very intriguing and it gave you a sense of how close, well, Europe is close anyway. They're all neighbors for gosh sakes, but it was even more widespread that everybody knew everything, and no matter what you did, if you would even whisper, your next door neighbor would hear it, and the news was spread like wildfire. They knew that the Germans were coming even before they were attacked or waylaid in that instance. But Jean-Francois Mercier, who David Tennant plays so wonderfully, he was the best character of the entire movie itself. And everything wraps up, but it does show the contentiousness in espionage itself, and how you really can't trust anyone. You have to look over your shoulder every 5 seconds. I think it was fair to middling. I would give it at least 3 stars, if nothing else. It was an intriguing story, and it gave another side of World War II before it actually broke out. Particularly that of the embassy, and how the French were trying to help as much as they could. Now, being a little bit Polish, I had a little bit of pride seeing all that, but the only other thing I really enjoyed about this was the fact that they didn't sugarcoat it. And they had a sad story with the Rosens, but I won't go into that. And that almost made me cry. The other thing that really got my waterworks going was the romantic side of the story, which I thought was just so sensationally done. I just adored it. And again, I'll have to say this, I was a little bit envious of Anna. Darn her. But anyway, I'll get over it. Nonetheless, it was a really well done tale, and the music, I wish they had a soundtrack available for it, because it's really tremendous mood music. And being a lover of jazz, I absolutely savored every minute of it, because the piano, especially the piano theme, I thought was one of the best piano themes I've heard in a good long while, and it just had that whole noir feel, and they maintained that throughout the whole film splendidly. And there were other pieces that just reminded me of war era type well, they used a WW2 song in the nightclub, Pharaoh Let My People Go, and I knew it, and I thought, how do I know that? I guess I've heard it before, but I listened to a lot of old records my mother owned, and I really liked that that type of music, just because it told a story, and it reflected the times. And I think that the best music actually does this, and it'll never die due to that. The only other thing I can say is there has been something that has been, I can't even talk, that has been confirmed for us Whovians, and this is kind of tied with Spies of Warsaw, but not. Anyway, he's been confirmed to reappear with Billy Piper, which I think is one of the best ships of all shipdom. A lot of people will probably disagree, but it's a darn good ship, and it's gonna sail again, so I'm very happy. Yay! Sail the ship! Woohoo! But other than that, that's basically all I had to report. Other than I am currently in the process of writing Cyber Battlefield, which is a sci-fi story depicting the near future where cyborgs fight our battles for us rather than human beings. There's still destruction that happens. The population is pretty level and society is doing quite well. The air has been clean. The only thing that is worrisome is the fact that fruits and vegetables are rather expensive, and people, if they're smart, grow their own. And the other two stories, I'm writing a fluff fic featuring myself and Felix from Orphan Black. Yeah, you think, why would you do that? Well, I really want to, because I have a crush on the actor who plays Felix. What can I say? I mean, I don't know what it is. He reminds me of Vivian from The Young Ones. Of course, I'm writing another erotic tale. It's called Conquest. It's about a woman who has a MMORPG that's adult in nature, and people can go online and live their fantasies, basically. It's kind of like The Sims, only with an adult twist, I guess. And she meets the love of her life, who wants to do nothing but please her, basically. I mean, it sounds kind of generic, but it's interesting because he suspects that behind her avatar, which is a male avatar, that she's truly feminine in the real world. And upon meeting her, you can see why she hid behind it, because she is a knockout. The other tales, well, I'm going to be working on another spy thriller romance. It's strange because I had written a tale called Gentleman Assassin, and oddly enough, it's called Honeybee Assassin, and it's along the same lines of Gentleman Assassin, only my character in Gentleman Assassin, he was recruited by MI6. In this case, my main character is stolen from her parents at a very young age and molded into the perfect assassin. And it's romance because later she meets a gentleman assassin and falls for him. His codename is Scorpio. Beyond that, let's see, I'm writing another tale. I was inspired by one of the characters I actually based off of Vinny Terrio and Littlest Pet Shop, because I wanted a character like that in human form. I thought that would have been awesome. So I thought, yeah, I'll do it. The story is called Underground Justice, and basically it's another sci-fi tale, and I was inspired by Orphan Black due to the fact that they use DNA manipulation. I thought, I want to do this. Basically, there are 10 guinea pigs that were injected with amphibian or reptilian DNA, and they escaped the laboratory far from the reach of those scientists, and they form their own posse, basically, and they become vigilantes for justice. And they all have their own abilities and talents. And one of my characters is much like Vinny Terrio, which I thought was really neat, because I'd always wanted to make a character like that. Then I'm going to make a character that's kind of like Felix from Orphan Black, so it's going to be a tribute to both of those shows, which is kind of an odd conglomeration, I realize, but this is just the way my mind works. Once my imagination runs wild, it goes absolutely berserk, and there's no stopping it. But that's basically what I've been up to, and I'm really excited about David Tennant coming, I shouldn't say coming back, but returning to Doctor Who with Billy Piper. And I'm hopeful that Tom Baker will as well, even though I really didn't watch the original Baker episodes. I only have seen one DVD that was the Four Doctors, which I enjoyed thoroughly, even though the effects were very cheesy, but my review is up on here if you want to see it. But nevertheless, that's basically all I have to report for now, so I shall be signing off, and see you later.